First off, really proud of our team, not only for this game, but the season that they had. The adversity they fought through all year and continued to compete. It was kind of our season was kind of entailed in this game, to me. We kept battling back and battling back and battling back. We couldn't get over that hump tonight. I thought we had some decent looks from three, but I thought, give them credit. They guarded us, and their length and athleticism caused us some problems a little bit, getting the ball reversed. But, I thought at times we had some looks that anytime you're going to upset a team, you have to make clean threes, and you can't miss free throws at the rate that we did. It was kind of uncharacteristic us going 9 for 17. We're usually a pretty good free throw shooting team. But, and then like we talked about, even pregame, you can't turn the ball over 16 times against a team like that. But, proud of our guys and the effort they showed. And for us to still have it, basically a 3-possession game with under 5 minutes to go, playing as poorly as we did, is a testament to our guys and fighting, continuing to fight and fight and claw back. But, Kansas State had a lot to deal with us playing bad too.
Okay, questions, reminder, please raise your hand. Let's get the handheld mics to you and let us know who you are and your affiliation. First question.
Coach Steve Reed with the Associated Press. Noel and Johnson, third-team All-Americans, and I guess for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wonder if you could address, how you felt like, attacking those, how you guys, kind of struggled with them.
Yeah, everybody in the country has struggled with him. Noel, he's just tremendous. He's so fast and quick. He's got some of the quickest hands that I've seen, like defensively, even like loose ball rebounds. He comes up with everything. But I thought, he controlled the game like a good point guard does, and I thought Darius did the same. But Noel, I thought he made some huge threes. That 1 3 he hit, kind of at the end of the clock. It had to have been over 30 feet. It almost looked like he was past the hash mark. And Keontae Johnson's tremendous. A big, thick body, but he made all those mid-range shots. And when he gets going, putting the ball on the floor, he's so strong and athletic that, we don't see a lot of guys like that in our league.
Guys, Andrew Houghton, Skyline Sports. RaeQuan, 26 points tonight. Did you come out looking to attack at all, or what was your mindset coming into it?
As a player, that's who I am. I love to attack the defense, making sure I'll, find the open gaps and making sure I can get to the hoop and find the open three. But initially, no. I always, trust what our game plan is from the coaches and go from there, and I'll take what they give me, and sometimes I'll have to create for myself. But, that's where my mind's at.
Back of the room.
Parker Cotton with the Bozeman Daily Chronicle. Darius, 2 questions for you. One, how much did this experience kind of live up to what you were expecting out of it for your first time at the NCAA Tournament? And coaches talked about Kansas State's athleticism and length. Did that make it any more difficult to run your offense in the way that you all hope to?
The experience was, everything that all the guys from last year talked about. I went to their game at San Diego last year, and it felt way different being on the court than what I saw from the stands last year when I saw. But it was a great experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life. As far as their defense went, I thought that it was harder, probably their off-ball defense, like the way that they denied our passes and all that stuff. I thought I was fine on ball, like getting to the basket and making plays, stuff like that. But off ball, their help was really good. Their post defense, they made it really hard for us to get it into the post, and I think that was probably the biggest difference. The post defense was really good from them, and that made it hard for us.
Back of the room.
Victor Flores, 406 Sports. Danny, can you explain the decision to put Jabril and Great in the starting lineup together, and then how do you think their performance together worked out today?
Yeah, I thought, the reason we did it was just to match up with their size. When you got somebody like Keontae Johnson at the 3, and he's bigger than a lot of 4s at our deal, and so we wanted to match up with them size-wise, and we wanted to try to establish the paint. We wanted to throw the thing inside. And like Darius said, they did an unbelievable job post defense wise, and a lot of it was just effort. Their effort, fronting the post and making it hard to get it in there. You got to give them credit. But, that was the reason we started, we started big. We wanted Caleb. We wanted a bigger body. And I thought he did a good job, on Keontae in the first half. He's going to make some shots, but I thought we made him score over us for the most part.
Back of the room.
Parker Cotton again with the Bozeman Daily Chronicle. For Danny and RaeQuan, Darius addressed it a little bit. Obviously, you guys are healthier this year than last year. You're a little bit bigger bodied this year. But from one year to the next, one Big 12 team to the next, how can you evaluate what kind of progress has been made in the last year? And how proud should your group be of that growth?
Yeah, they should be extremely proud. This team was the number 6 team in the country, going into the Big 12 tournament, playing in the best league in the country. That's a team that, they've beaten some really good teams. I believe they beat Kansas. I know they beat them once. But, they've had an unbelievable season, and Coach Tang does a great job. Like, they fly around. They play hard, man. Like, they play the right way. They play winning basketball, and they grind you out. But, really proud of our team. And like I said, to still have it to be a 3-possession game, whatever, down 7 or 8 with under 5 minutes to go, shooting the basketball and turning it over the way we did was, a testament to our guys.
You want Darius or RaeQuan? RaeQuan?
Yeah, just judging by the 2 years, last year and this year, it's been a big difference. It's first, like the first 5 minutes is a big difference. We were there, we took the lead at one point and stuff like that. I'm just super proud of my team and being able to flip the script from last year to this year.
Back right.
Coach RaeQuan sat, I think, the final 6+ minutes of the first half with 2 fouls. Why didn't you want to bring him back in there? And how much did that hurt your momentum down the stretch of that first half?
We didn't want him to pick up his third, and I knew they were going to try and drive him or draw a foul. And I don't think it hurt our momentum. In fact, we made a run to get back, and I think we cut it to 6 at the end of the first half.
Other questions? Can we have somebody on Zoom? Christopher, if you could unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hey, this is Chris Idell from Herberton Radio in Baltimore. Sorry for the loss tonight. What did you take from this experience for this game tonight against Kansas State that's going to probably help you for next year if you guys make it back here?
I think very similar to last year. You see how physical and you see their bodies. And, we got some young guys that are going to, be coming back, and, even RaeQuan and Darius. And we got to get in tip-top shape. We got to put on some muscle mass. And I thought we did that from last year to this year, which helps you when you're playing teams like Kansas State or Arizona. And, for us to want to, we want to eventually knock these teams off. And in order to do that, you have to be physical. You got to be able to play physical for 40 minutes, not 30. And, and get multiple bodies thrown at you. You could see, like, their physicality, they got us out of rhythm a little bit in the first half. We had some uncharacteristic turnovers because of their physicality and their length. And, it's something that we got to, just continue. We'll learn even a lot from this film. But I think going forward, it gives our guys a lot of confidence, playing Kansas State, one of the top teams in the country, pretty much down to the wire.
Any other questions here? Back of the room.
Ashley Washburn, MTN Sports. This is for everyone. Obviously, this was Jabril Bellows' last game in a Bobcat uniform. I know, Sprinkle, you talked to him for a couple seconds once he walked off the court. Could you just talk about maybe what you spoke with him about and just, his impact that he left on this program?
Yeah, I see you're trying to make me cry already, but he's been the cornerstone of our program. You've known him. Like, he is an exceptional kid, just a person. He's impacted our program. He's all over the record books, back-to-back champion, but that goes nowhere near like the person he is and the impact that he's had on me, on all of our whole program, in the weight room, all of our young guys coming in. He helps really, create that culture, that mindset that we have of getting through tough times and adversity, because if you know his story, that's all he's done all his life is get through adversity. Tons of injuries. There's a lot more that, he could probably tell you, but it's unbelievable just the person he is. And it's going to be really hard to coach, a game without him. He's been there since day one with me. And, eventually guys move on, which is sad, but I'm excited for his next stage in life too, as a professional. And then, whatever he decides to do, in the workplace, he's going to be a tremendous success.
RaeQuan?
Jabril's like my best friend, honestly, on the team, and having him, or just play my last game with him, you know, it hurts. And, you know, these past 2 years, a lot has happened. And me coming in from the last school I was at, you know, you look for that comfort through those teammates. And Jabril was the main one who I was able to look to when I had questions. And he was, like, I would, you know, sometimes I would get really frustrated, and he would, like, run over to me and, you know, calm me down. And he would have to grab me, like, you know, really grab me to calm me down. And, you know, without him, I wouldn't be the person I am, you know, now after these end of the 2 years. So it's, you know, I love him, you know, to death, and I'm going to miss playing with him. Darius?
I've learned a lot from JB from just this 1 year, and he's helped me a lot, and he's helped me transition to being a leader on this team. I remember there was a practice that we had early in the season, and I thought we had a good practice, and I remember, like, I was like, oh, like, we're going to be all right. And he's like, nah, this is not championship basketball we're playing. We do not look good right now. And that's just, like, the type of guy that JB is, and he held a standard. He wanted everybody else to hold a standard, and he showed me what it was like to you know, be a champion. You know, he's fresh off, you know, winning the championship last year, and, you know, I wasn't a champion until this year. So, you know, just talking to him about what it takes to be a champion and stuff like that, I've learned a lot from him, and I hope to bring a lot of the stuff that he bring this year to the team next year. So.
Last question, back left aisle.
Austin Parr with SWX Montana. Kind of a follow-up to that question. How good does it feel? You know, what can you say about Great kind of stepping into that role? Being so young, solid game tonight, you know, 12 points, very efficient, 5 for 6 from the floor. So, you know, how big is it for the program to have somebody like Great to step into a role that JB had?
Yeah, it'll be great, you know, and then now he's got to take that next step. You know, he's got to take that next step like Jabril, and he's got to continue to be that leader. He's got to hold himself to that standard that he played at tonight, every night, in practice, in the weight room. You know, all the little things that entail a great player, that go into being a great player, like, you know, he has it in him. You know, he's got to continue to develop his habits, but really excited about, you know, his future, and, you know, he's continued to get better. You know, he's a lot better than he was last year. His body's changed in the weight room, and I think after another 6 months of really taking it serious, you know, he has a chance to be as good as he wants to be.
Okay, thank you guys. Congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We snag these?
Yeah, grab your thing. You want me to grab those two? Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach. Good job.